Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our employees management system. So as you can see here, we have our email address and password. So I'm just going to sign in. So this is how our dashboard looks like for those who are following this series. So we have our employees section where you can actually add a new employee and you can search. We have the holidays, you can add a new holiday, and you are able to provide the holiday name, the start name, end date, and the description. You also have the leave adjustments. You can see the leave adjustments that can be done by the HR, negative or positive leave adjustments. Then you have the leave balances. Here you can see the employee name, the allocated leave balances, and the available leave balances. You have the leave periods. Then you have the leave types, the leave applications, and you also have security. Under security, you can add new user. You can also add the roles. You can see the profiles and also the system audit logs. Then you have the approval entries. So these are all entries that whenever you send a leave for approval, you're able to get these entries and you can actually approve. You have the approval user group, approval user matrix, designation, departments. You have the banks, the countries, the town or cities, the system codes, and the system code details. So in today's video, I want us to enhance some of the features on our employees management system. So here, if you come to add new, assuming we are adding an employee, so I'll just put in here James Mwangi Karanja. Then this is a phone number. Then I'll just put in, then gender here male, the date of birth, then employment date, then department, then the bank, the account number, IBAN, then SWIFT code, then SSF number, NHIF number, company address, PIN, then passport number, then certificate if someone is disabled, then you can attach a photo. So if you register this, you're able to get the success message of an employee who has been registered. So I want us to check some things here. So as you can see, these employee details, we have the full name, the phone number, email address, leave balance, and the status. So if I view these details, you'll be able to see the employees details here, and you can actually go back to list. So let's just change this to the button. So we'll go to the employees list and the details. Let me just take this one. So we need our button here. So this back button. So this back button, if you go to details, should be having the back button somewhere here. So this is how our back button looks like. So you can actually have an arrow. So sorry. So here. So you can have the bootstrap icons. So let me just use bootstrap icons. So if we just do this, then you say here back. So back. So back. So which one should we use? So you can actually pick one of the arrows. So I'll pick this one. So if I just copy that and paste it here, then what to load our application, go back to our MIS. So if we refresh this, you can see this is our back button and we have it here. So then we have our employees details and we have this section looking that way. So you can also enhance this side that you can always have colors on the headers. So if we just highlight this, let me just highlight, sorry. So let me just let me drag this. So if you highlight these headers, you'll notice that on our styles, our table heads, does it have any background color? If you do background color, then you say red. Does it have so let's just we'll we'll change that. So we'll be having I'll add colors to the table heads. So if we go back and you say here that is where we were. So if we do here edit, realize that we have our edit screen and this is okay. So we can also change the back to list to have the, we can add our arrow for the edit page. Sorry. So if you go back to edit and then have on the edit list here, I'll add this. Then if we update, we should be able to have our arrow. So that should be okay. So let me just see. So let's also add the add button. So add, can search that here. Add. Which one should we take? We can take this one. So I'll copy this, and I can also let's just do save. So save. This one looks better. I'll copy this floppy, then I can have it here. So if I relaunch our app, should now be able to have those icons and we can update. So I want us to enhance this application and ensure that it is fully working. And for those who want to access the source code, you can claim the source code using the link down below. And we'll also be updating with the database so that you're able to access it. So if I just come here and we do edit, realize that we now have the back button for the update. Did we have the update? Yeah, I think it's something there is missing. So this is okay. Can we update this? Yeah, it's okay. But now I want us to check something. I want us, whenever you do here filter and you search, you can see you're able to search based on the employee number. But I want us to change the approach. So if you come to our employees list here, you realize this is how we were doing it. So you are actually getting the raw data. Then you are checking if we don't have anything on full name, then we filter. So I want us to change this such that I want us to use expressions. So here I want us to do expression. Then we say here func. Then we pass our employee, which is our model. Then this expression will be having our employee name and should actually return a boolean. Then here we need to close this. Then you can say this is the filter. So here you can say equals to x. X.id should be greater than 0. Then I do that. So I'll copy this. Then I'll need to have my filters. So I'll say this is filters. And I'll remove this one here. Let me zoom. So I hope you are able to see. So let me try to zoom. So I hope that is a bit clear. So after doing that, what I want us to do is we'll need to check this. So we'll be doing filters. Instead of doing filters every time here, we can actually be doing filters at once. So I'll just do filters. I'll just say filters. So you can copy this. Say filters equals to. Then I'll say x dot. I'll say x. Sorry. So my filters equals to. I'll just do this. X dot. Then that means the name is not there. So I'll just do full name dot contains. Then I'll pass my employee model. So if we do that, then I'll just do filter equals to filter dot add. Then I'll add my filters. So if I do that, then I should now be able to. So this one is telling me. So we had our filters, then filters dot and, then we have that. So we need to do more of the, add more of these filters so that you're able to apply the filters just at once. So if we go, I'll just copy this and have it here. So we'll be having phone number. This will be phone number. So here we can actually do contains. Here will be dot contains. Then you can close this. Then you can have phone number equals to that. Then you're able to add the filter. So I'll also do away with that. I'll also add this here. Then you'll be doing email address. Then you can also do away with that. Then also you can do employee number. I'll do here employee number, then this employee number, then you can remove this. Then after doing now adding all the filters, the next thing that we need to do is now to apply the filters to our query. So here we'll actually be doing employees list is equals to that where then we just pass this. So we'll just be passing the filters that we've just constructed. So this is the filter. So then it will actually be able to give us the result. So you can see these are the filters that we've just constructed, then you're able to do it. So let's try and see. So if you're getting an error for the AND, when you try to do AND, there is something I've added here for helpers, which is actually expression, and it's combining all those filters so that you're able to use them. So if you want to see them, this is how it looks like. So you can add that and you can also utilize. So let's just go to our application and sign in. Then you can access our employees. So if we just copy this and we paste it here, you can see it is also giving us the same results. So what happens to our, so let's also do this. If we do here, let's do email address. Let's do something else. Let's use the phone number. So if we copy this here, you can see it is giving us the same result. So our filters is working, and that is okay. So what happens to if we do clear button? So this button, let's just go back to our employees. So what should we do with this button? So for the employees list, so we can actually have this also as submit button. Then if you clear, we have so you can say this is a reset button. So you can do here reset, you see. So if we do that, refresh, we have such a type, button type. Let's try. So let's try. And just relaunch the app and see. So let's relaunch the app and see how that looks like. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment down below, and see you as we go along. So here, let's just go to our app, employees, try to filter this, clear, don't have such a button, so that's okay. So we will be doing that. So if we try to search now, it should be okay. Now we have our league balance, status, and the things. So here, if we try to do delete, so this is how it looks like, and these are some of the details that we have. But we should not be deleting employees. So let's just remove that particular button. So you should not be deleting employees. So we're going to remove that. Then we update our app. So you should not be deleting stuff. So you can deactivate them or do something else. So this is how our screen looks like now. You can add a new stuff, and this is how our page looks like. So for register back to list, so we can also add the back to list button, the one we had added on our details page. So if we go to create, I'll paste it here. So if we update, should be having, so let's just check for other icons. Bootstrap icons. I need bootstrap icons. So these are, see the back to list. So let's look for save. So for save, we can do, let's do this. I'll just pick this, and if I add here, update our employees page, then you can see this is our save page. So I think that's okay. So if we go to holidays, you can also do the same here. So we'll borrow the icons from our index page here. So I'll just copy this. Then we can have it on our holidays. So if we go to holidays here, can have this, so we can have it here. Then also we can also have the add button. You see it doesn't have an icon. So let's add an icon for add. For the add icon, let's pick which one is good. Let's pick this one. I'll add this. I'll pick that. And I'll replace this one here. Then we can actually have these to float to end. So if we do that, let's update our app and see how to reload. You can see we have this add here, and this is actually appearing somewhere else. So let's copy this, remove this here, and you can have it within the card here. So you can also remove this one, you can just have it as a link. So if we do that, then this will appear down here. Let's just confirm we need to rebuild and apply. So let's just rebuild and apply. So if you're following our series and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, and also share. So if we come here, I'll also go to holidays. Then you can see this is how our screen looks like. So let's just borrow from what we have on the employees, the styles. So this is how our add section looks like. So it's a card header. So that's okay. I'll add it here. I'll add this here. And you can say add new holiday. Then it should be good. So if I refresh the page, our button should be a small button here, not cutting across. So you can see this add holidays. So you can see we have the holiday name, the start date, and the end date. So you can also filter. We can actually do here filter the holiday based on. Do you need even the filters under the holidays, because there are just few, and we already have this. So let's remove that. So we don't need that. Just making a lot of work here. So let's just remove that, and we can have these as can say these holidays. So that's okay. So we'll just be having the list of holidays, and we are good to go. Or we can leave it. Don't see any problem. So you can do holidays. Then here we can pass now. You can now use the expressions that we had on our employees and the holidays. So if you come to holidays index, so I think we had even added. So you can do here expression, then you can do this is holidays. So you can do holiday, this is holiday. Then here, as you do this, you can do, let's borrow from what you've been doing. So I copy this. We are using expressions. So I'll just do here title. This title contains VM, then title. Then we now be copying this. Down here we do description, and this is description. Then we copy this. Also be doing here the end date. End date now this is equals to. This is equals to. Then we'll do end date here. So I'm doing end date. Then we'll do away with this. So this will be equals to. Then we can do the start date. I just do your start date, the start date. Then we can, that's okay. Then we can say now here dot where. Then we'll have the filters. So that's cool. So this is the filter, So we'll be having the filter, then to list. So you can filter based on dates and also based on title and description. So I think that's easy. So let's just launch our app and see. If we sign in here, we come to holidays. So these are some of the setup that we have. So you can see this is how our screen looks like now. You can edit. So you can add the icons. So for the create, we had added so this will be end. Oh, this is okay. So let's add the save icon and back to list. So I'm going to copy what we had done under employees. Have that here. Paste it there. Come back here. Also take this one and update it under employees and holidays. So if we update that, we'll be having our sort reload. So let's just check. It will pick. So let's relaunch our app. So we have these two icons for create. So we have this one. So let's just launch it. So for those who are following this series and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment down below. And also in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code using the link down below. So you can see our buttons are okay. So you can say this is testing. Dates here, you can do dates. Testing. Then you can say register. You can see you have a success message at the top. So that's okay. So if we go to leave adjustments, so here for the leave adjustment, this is just a view. So we don't have anything here. So these buttons looks a bit bigger. So we can replace that with something. So leave adjustment entries. If you come back here, you can do these are actually buttons. So you can do, let's just do that. Let's just check Bootstrap icons. So for an eye, let's pick one icon there. So which one is good? Can pick this one. Then I just replace here. Do you need the text? You can actually even remove the text. It's already an eye, so let me see. There's something I've done wrong. Yes, I need to remove this one of them. So if we update, let's see how our app looks like. So there we go. So should we remove the button, the class? So let's just remove the btn class. Then it should be able to show us it is yeah, you can see you're able to click on view, or let's just return the eye. That's okay. Then we can do here btn small. That's okay. So these are leave adjustments, so you can leave it as it is. Then you can do here view. So if we go to leave balances, so leave adjustments, that's how it looks. If you go to leave balances, you can view the balances. It's getting as an error. If you come and say adjust, so this is where you do now the adjustment, whether it's a negative or positive leave adjustments. Then we have the leave types. So here on the leave types, we need to check this, add new leave type. So if you click on add new, you see how it looks like. So let's just go to leave types. So leave types, so where is it? Under leave types here, index. So we also need to change this here. We can borrow from what we had done under employees. So we have this section. Under leave types, we can also have it within the, yeah, this should be the card, add new type. Then you can remove this. You can say this is leave. You can say this is leave types. I think we wanted the title at the top. We can also borrow from what we had done under leave adjustments entries. So we can have this. You can always have let's see. Let's update and see. So if we go back here, we'll be having the leave add new type, and you can do that. So we go back to the list. So created by is showing the ID of the user. So let's just change that. So if you go to the leave types, created by and that, so you need to do this dot include. Then if you go to the leave types, types under index, instead of doing created by ID, you do created by then full name. So if we update, then this should change to the names of those who created. So you can see that's already updated, and you can view. So you see our view is not good. If you go to the list and say edit, edit is also not working. So let's just update that. So our edit, we need to update this, and also let's just go back to the list, delete. So we need to do edit and view. So edit, this is how it looks. So you can borrow the edits from other, let me see, for example, for departments. So you can come here, borrow this up to row, then come to leave types, edit, then you can borrow this up to here. So then let's just confirm how the other ones looks like. So we do that, and we can be using this. Now if we come here, I'll just now paste this, paste this, paste this. So, and you don't need a created by and modified by. So we are going to remove this. So I'll just remove that and I'll close the DAVs. So if I do this, I also need the buttons. You can see I have my button, for example, for departments. I need to remove and have these two buttons. See this one, the back and the update button. So I'll just say here, say update, leave type. So if we do that, we'll be having to, so let me format. So now here, that's closed, and I need to close this. So let's try to, so trying to close all the divs. So if I do that, then I'm cool. So I can say here update, leave type. So we can also change the title here, update leave type, leave type. So I'll change these to leave type. So if we refresh and reload our app, we should now be able to see all those entries, and you can update our leave type without any issues. So let's just see. So we go back here under leave types, then I'll just come here leave types, then say edit. You see this is how our screen looks like, and you can add the icons. Remember the icons that you've been adding. For example, here you can copy this, you can actually copy this, and under leave types, edit, because they are submit buttons, you can add it here. Sorry, you can add it here. You can see it's update. I'll just copy this. It's the same. Then I remove this. So I'll be having my buttons there. Update leave type and back to list. So if we refresh, you can see this is my backlist and update leave type. So that is it for. So I'm going to leave it there for today. If you are new to this series and you want to see how this episode goes along, subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. And in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code using the link down below. See you in our next episode. Bye.